Do you hear that? That is the sound of spicy food happiness. Today, I'm going to show you how to make spicy braised Korean chicken stew called 닭볶음탕. Let me tell you, once it hits the lips, you will not be able to stop. I warned you. It's like one of those things, first bite you're like, ooh, it's kind of hot. And then second and third, you're like, I can't stop eating. That's how delicious this Korean chicken stew is. The leftovers on the second and third day is even better. You mix that gravy, spicy sauce with warm Korean rice. I'm just like gulping in my mouth right now talking about it. And it's so, so delicious. 오늘의 레시피. 집에서 아주 맛있는 닭볶음탕 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. Oh, that is delicious. It's garlicky, spicy. This is the kind of sauce that your family will fight over. That's how delicious this is. Wow. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The ingredient list is also available in the description box below. So we're gonna start making our spicy braising seasoning sauce, and we need half of a medium-sized white onion, and we're just gonna cut it down the middle and cut into big chunks. And here I have about 12 garlic cloves. So use anywhere between 12 to 14 garlic cloves and a small piece of fresh ginger. So double the size of my thumb, and the thickness is about so. Then we're gonna add all of this to a blender, and we need half a cup of 진간장. So that's for braising. If you can't get 진간장, just use all-purpose Korean soy sauce called 양조 간장. And then we're just gonna pour it into our blender and blend this until it's completely pureed. And then a minute later, our onion garlic puree is ready. Pour the mixture into a bowl. Make sure to scrape everything out from the interior of your blender because this is really golden juice. It already smells so good in my kitchen. Then to this, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of gochugaru. That's Korean red pepper flakes, the coarse ground. And we're also gonna add 1/8 cup of finely ground Korean gochugaru. So when you use finely ground gochugaru to your sauces and broths, it just brightens up the color of your food. And if you don't have it, just add 1/8 cup of coarse ground gochugaru. And here I have 매실청, which is green plums that have been fermenting in sugar for anywhere between 1 to 3 years. And we're gonna add 1/8 cup of 매실청. So if you don't have 매실청, you could also use agave, your favorite maple syrup, honey, and we're gonna add 1/8 cup of mirim. That's Korean cooking wine. If you can't use this, just skip it, or you could also use your favorite white wine. And 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. If you like it sweeter, add another tablespoon, but our onion puree will make this sauce extra sweet naturally without the extra calories. And we need 2 tablespoons of gochujang is fermented red pepper paste, and 2 tablespoons of gochujang. And we need 1 tablespoon of 된장 is your fermented soybean paste. 여러분, 된장 넣으면 고기의 비린내 맛도 잡아주고 아주 좋습니다. And I have 1 scallion finely minced. You could certainly use 대파, which is those large green onions, not leeks though. And we need about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Then mix everything up. And as you mix this, all that foamy brown color from our soy sauce and onion garlic puree, look, it's all subsiding. And now you can see the bright red color from our gochujang and gochugaru. So just mix until everything is incorporated. So there's no lumps of our gochujang or 된장. I can't tell you how delicious this smells. It smells so good, garlicky and spicy. All right, so let's have a quick taste test. Ooh, that is delicious. Oh, wow. I have a secret. If you want to make this seasoning sauce extra yummy. Keep it in your refrigerator at least for one night. If you keep it for a week or even a month, this will taste 10 times better. That's how they do this at specialty restaurants that specialize in making the spicy braised chicken. But we're gonna use this right away. You can use this same sauce to make so many spicy braised Korean dishes. For instance, like the braised tofu dubujorim. You could also use it to make spicy mackerel fish stew. Ooh, 고등어 조림. You wanna use this. And we also need some potatoes. So here I have some peeled potatoes, about 700 grams, but add anywhere between 600 to 700 grams. So we want to cut the potatoes into big chunks because as our stew cooks, our potato is going to cook as well. But if you cut them small, it will literally break apart and dissolve into our stew. And we want to end up with big clusters of cooked potato with our delicious spicy sauce. And we also need 2 carrots, about 200 gram-ish. So the same for our carrots. We want to cut them into big chunks this way. 3 scallions cut into big chunks. You could also use teppa, which is big green onions. Cut it down the middle and cut it in half. Stack everything and cut it in half. We also need a half of a large onion. Again, we're gonna cut them into big chunks. Now this is optional. For that added extra spicy taste, you could add some fresh red and green peppers or use bell peppers if you just want to garnish with bright colors. For today's recipe, I'm going to be using a 5-pound chicken bird, but if you want to make less, just use half the amount. Here is an important chicken tip that I want to share with everyone when you're making chicken stew. Your stew will taste so much better when you use an entire bird. And you also want to use bone-in chicken. So the bones add so much flavor to the stew, so that's important too. Another tip, you can buy a whole chicken and take it apart yourself. I promise you, it is not hard. And when you buy an entire chicken, it is so much less expensive than buying pre-cut chicken parts. It just all adds up. It'll only take 5 minutes for you to take apart your chicken. So I want you to go check out that video, which will be linked here and also in the description box below. And no, the only tools you need is a sharp knife and a pair of kitchen shears. That's it. In a large pot, fill with water a little over halfway and bring it to boil. Then to this, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of salt, slowly. And here I have my chicken, a little under 5 pounds, cut into small pieces. About this big. This is the thigh, upper thigh. And I'm also including the backbone pieces because all this makes the stew extra delicious. So include everything. So we're just gonna add our chicken into the pot. With the heat remaining high, we're gonna boil this for 5 minutes. This 5-minute flash boiling is our cleansing brew. And you see, in about 3 minutes already, there's all this foam floating to the top. This is to remove all the impurities from our chicken. We are not cooking our chicken right now. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, so we're gonna turn off our heat and quickly bring this over to the sink. Then we're gonna quickly rinse with some cold water. You see this piece right here and you see that gunk of blood clot? I just want you to rinse it off. And do the same for anything else that you see that has clusters of blood gunk on it. This is mostly on the backbone pieces. Rinse of our flash boiled chicken. Then I want you to notice how the interior of our pot is also filled with the gunk. So I want you to clean your pot so it looks like this. Then I want you to put the chicken back in the pot. Then we're gonna take our spicy seasoning sauce and add it to our pot of chicken. Make sure to scrape every last bit of our delicious sauce. Everything goes in here. Then I want you to just mix this around so every piece is coated nicely in our delicious sauce. Oh, it smells so good already. And here we have about 1 liter, 4 cups of cold water, and we're gonna pour it into our pot. And I want you to save a little bit of this water because we're gonna put it in here and rinse out our delicious sauce. Yeah, we're not wasting any of it. And then pour it all in here. And we're gonna add our big potato chunks just right on top. I want you to notice that the water is not fully submerging our chicken. We don't want to do that. So just enough so that the water reaches to the top and the potatoes could just kind of hang out on top and kind of steam itself. We're gonna turn on the heat to high and we're gonna wait for this to boil. Okay, so once it comes to boil like so, then we're gonna place our lid on it. And then we're gonna reduce the heat to medium. And we're gonna let this simmer for 20 minutes with the lid on at medium heat. So it's been 20 minutes, let's take a look. Look at the color of our delicious spicy, oh my goodness, that's gonna be so good. Okay, at this point, we're gonna add our carrots and our onions. Go in with a spatula and gently lift and put our potatoes in the liquid now, and the chicken comes up like that. Same thing, our chicken comes up and our potato goes in for a bath inside, and our onions as well. We're gonna turn on our heat to medium high now, and we're gonna start letting our delicious spicy liquid reduce. So don't put the lid on. We're gonna continue letting this simmer on medium high heat for 8 to 10 minutes with no lid on. And 8 minutes later, look at our thickening spicy, oh goodness, right there. You see that? It has thickened nicely. So this is basically done, but let's have a quick taste test. Ah, that is delicious. It's garlicky, spicy. This is the kind of sauce that your family will fight over. That's how delicious this is. Wow. I prefer not to have this on the sweet side, and some people do. So if you like it on the sweeter side, add more brown sugar now, but I don't think it should be sweet at all. And if you want it extra spicy, add a lot of jalapeno peppers or whatever spicy peppers you like. Add a lot of it now. If you want to take it to another level of deliciousness, I would add half a tablespoon of sogogi dashida. That is beef bouillon powder. You could also use chicken dashida, and that will just make it like restaurant style good, like that delicious. Or you could also add a little pinch of MSG, and that'll take it to another level of deliciousness too. I can't even speak right now. I'm just like, ooh, drooling in my own mouth. And as our finishing touch, we're gonna add the peppers and our scallions. So this is done. The potatoes are done, but if you want to check, you want to take your chopstick and it should go in soft like that. Oh, this with warm Korean rice and this spicy sauce, you're gonna thank me. Make sure to drizzle it with a lot of the sauce on top. Then we're gonna add a little bit of sesame seeds on top, just a little bit, not a lot. Then the finale is to add a little bit of sesame oil on top like that. That's gonna just take it to another level of deliciousness. It's time to eat. I'm so excited. I will put a generous amount of this delicious spicy goodness on my rice, and then I will mix it up. It just melts in your mouth. The onions, ooh, and the sauce, I can't even speak right now. Oh, it's so good, it's so good. Oh, it's hot, but so good. Then I would grab a big piece of our potato. Ooh, look at that. I will put it on my rice bowl. Then I will go in with a spoon and break it up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Just a potato with the sauce. It just disappeared in my mouth. And the potatoes are saying, thank you, Helen, for letting me take a bath in this delicious spicy sauce. That's what it's saying right now. So here is some dark meat. I will put it on my bowl, and then I will go in with my chopsticks and break it up. Oh, cold. Grab more of this delicious spicy sauce and drench my chicken. The sauce is what everyone fights for. And then I would eat my chicken with a piece of pepper. So moist. That's all I'm gonna say. So moist. And the grand finale with everything on it. Cheers, everyone. Delicious. And the onions, ooh, it's just like releasing sugary taste in my mouth. 참 행복합니다, 여러분. Oh, it's spicy, but in a good way, where your body's like, okay, we need to eat more of this, more of this. It's so addictive. That's all I'm just gonna say. Now, it's time to roll up your sleeves and get down and dirty. When you eat 닭도리탕, this is not something you eat on a first date, obviously, because the fun part of eating this is gnawing on the chicken meat with the bone attached to it. So you just gotta go in there and clean out every little piece of meat that's attached to the bones. Do this at home, and I'm gonna do this right now and enjoy myself. If you love spicy food, make sure to go to youtube.com/modernpepper, click on that playlist tab and select spicy Korean food recipes, and I will see you there. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you have not done so. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.